So I got in yesterday and tested, actually played disc golf yesterday. There's a little park like right around the lake that we're on, so I went and played disc golf. Take my mind off of the week, just try and be as relaxed as possible. Obviously Augusta can be a stressful week, and played here enough to realize that, you know, I know the golf course, I'm comfortable with it, so not to exert myself. But coming into today, I wanted to prepare early, and so I was able to play with a couple members in Bubba. And that was fun, getting to experience, see new lines that I previously wasn't able to take, and just see the ball going farther. The golf course is a lot firmer this year.
Can you describe a little bit of like how differently this place is going to be compared to November?
Well, just from a firmness perspective, if it stays this way, I mean, the greens were firm, the green surfaces were very smooth and fast already. I mean, there were some holes that balls couldn't stay in certain areas. So, I mean, the greens are already firm and fast. Fairways are firm and fast with balls rolling out like crazy. And you're going to see some long drives this week for sure.
I remember Jack told us that maybe if it was real firm, that you could maybe drive the first green.
Yeah, if it's downwind, yeah, it is. If it's downwind, I can get to the front edge. If it's downwind, so I'll definitely be giving it my best this week. If it's the right wind, it's a little off the right and down, I see no reason why not to go after it.
Do you have any? Do you think about par 67 again?
Oh no, I'm not this year. This year it's a little. You know, that obviously people took that the wrong way, and it wasn't, you know, what I was intending it for it to be. But no, I mean, it's definitely a par 72, and I'm just going to go try and shoot the best score I can, like always. You know, obviously there are holes out there that are shorter than others, but, you know, it's still, you got to get the ball in the hole.
When you think back to November, some people might have thought it went wrong for you. Where did it go wrong? Were there mistakes that you do things?
Well, when I lost the ball on three, that's where kind of the momentum just turned the other way, and for some reason momentum's a big thing in this sport. I still haven't figured that one out, and you get it going the wrong way, and it just doesn't go the right direction for you. But same point in time, I think that this year's going to be a lot different, and I like firm, fast golf courses that are difficult.
That's what TPC Sawgrass was, and that's what Wingfoot was. And I think a lot of people's intuition are like, Bryson can't win at TPC Sawgrass because you can't just overpower some of these courses. Why has it been working for you?
You still have to have great ball striking and iron play, and I'm a very good putter. I think that's overlooked quite a bit. And when I get the ball rolling, you know, it's watch out for the field. And again, you know, you combine the most important stats, I think personally, which is putting it well and driving it well, and you're going to be in contention no matter what golf course you're at, for the most part. You know, soft hit your irons pretty well, and that's something that you know, when I came out on tour, that was my best attribute. So you combine all those factors. Yeah, I think they do.
Well, you've also done a lot to make them forget that.
For sure, true. Yeah, I gave you credit on that, definitely.
Last time we were here, you were talking about a 48-inch driver.
Yeah.
I know that's not the story this time around, but what is the equipment story this time around?
I have a new driver that just is going to be on the conforming list here on tomorrow, Monday, and it's a driver that we've been working on for over 3 years. So, yeah, I mean, whether it helps me win the tournament or not, it's still a massive improvement off of everything that's been going on. So this is something that Cobra and I have been, and Cobra's all hands on deck with them. They were working super hard to get this thing in before Augusta, and they did, and I'm super proud to be part of a company that is that motivated to help innovate in the game and in the space of golf, and especially when it comes to the driver. You know, obviously you have Kyle coming on board, and you got a couple long drivers, so we're doing some pretty special stuff that allows us to potentially do some crazy cool things. It's just a different shape for the most part, and the face is something that I've been talking about for a long time, like you know, how we're designing the face for the speeds that I'm producing and the shot shapes that I want. It's along those lines.
Okay. What hole out here, that you played all 18 today, what hole is going to be the most different from November?
The hole that's going to be the most different, I mean, they're all going to be a little different because it's all firmer and faster. For me, number 2, you know, I can hit driver and it's going to roll down that hill quite a bit, whereas before it would just hit and stick on that side slope. So if I catch one and I catch it good and it draws perfectly and goes down the hill, you know, I could foreseeably have, you know, less than a wedge in, about a wedge or something like that into that hole.
When you think back to your first time here and you compare that to the thought process, it's not even worth thinking about.
It's not even, well, it's not even in the same ballpark. It's amazing how, and this is what I try and tell people too, is if you really want to make a change in your life, you can do it. You just have to put every ounce of effort into doing that. And 24/7, you got to be thinking about it. Even your sleep, you got to be dreaming about it. And this is where it's a passion and journey and dedication level that is just obscene to normal humans, I guess you could say. People that just live their daily life and do the same thing, they're like, whoa, why would you ever do something like that? And it's not to say anything other than this person was ultra dedicated. And I think that's something that everybody can learn from. Even I can learn from. I look at somebody that's worked way harder than me, Tiger, and trying to aspire to work as hard as him, or Vijay Singh, these guys that have spent countless hours trying to hone in their golf swings.
DraftKings would list you as one of the favorites, 9-1. Do you feel like a favorite when you look at the competition and what you've done on the PGA Tour recently and what everyone else is doing? Do you feel like a favorite?
I feel like I've got a great chance to play really well this week. It seems like all the cards are starting to align early in the week, which is something I'm not accustomed to. I'm always, well, for example, Winged Foot, we were trying to figure stuff out Wednesday night, before the tournament starts, and then Thursday I was still fidgeting with stuff. Friday I was still working hard. Saturday had that session. So I felt like I was always playing catch up, whereas right here I feel like we aren't changing shafts, we aren't doing anything other than testing what I have and going out and playing the best I can with it. And my golf swing's in a really good place. I've learned a lot in the past week. We went down some deep rabbit holes to try and figure some stuff out, and we came out with a better understanding of some biomechanics, and you add to it a driver that's performing in the way I want relative to what I thought up a few years ago. Could be a pretty special week.
Would you just say that you're more confident than you were?
Yeah, I'm way more confident than I was in November, for sure. I mean, I was definitely a favorite in November, but I wasn't ready. And I don't think I'm fully ready with everything being in line. Obviously, it's very difficult to do, but I'm giving myself a better chance than I did, I think, in November.